I'm gonna be honest, I don't have much to say about this movie. Today we are talking about Tarot, and Tarot is a new horror movie that's about a group of friends who, after violating a sacred rule in Tarot, start being tormented by the spirits that inhabit the cursed cards. So I went into this movie fully expecting a popcorn horror, and that's exactly what this is. I don't mind those movies. I can get behind a movie with a simple plot that's riddled with jump scares, as long as those jump scares are effective. This movie, however, did not do that. I was in a theater full of people the Friday night that it came out, which typically for movies like these is a good thing because you want a crowd that's having a good time and reacting to the scares. But let me tell you, nobody in my theater was reacting. Not to the jokes, not to the jump scares, not to any of it. I do think the visuals of the spirits that were tormenting these kids were good. I think the main issue honestly lied in the score of the movie and the scares being so predictable that you saw them coming a mile away. Typically in horror movies, the score is something that is really going to build that tension for you, and it just wasn't doing it here. So you knew what was happening and you knew what was about to happen, but there was not that atmosphere of sitting in your seat being like, oh my gosh, don't go in there, or oh my gosh, don't turn around. Like, there was none of that in this. Tarot follows the most basic horror movie plotline, similar to Truth or Dare and countless others like it. They didn't in any way step out of the box. There was nothing original about this movie. This is the kind of movie that you put on in the background when you're hanging out with a bunch of friends and you want a horror movie, but you want to be able to talk over it and you don't really want to pay attention. And that's not a good place for a movie to be. Like, it's a background movie. Arrow is rated PG-13 in the States, and I genuinely think it could have benefited from an R rating, especially because the scares were not effective. The kills could have been, but we didn't get to see a lot. I think if they would have made the kills more graphic, they would have added more gore, and they could have bumped it up to an R rating. I think this movie could have had more to offer. One of the kills, for example, we're looking at a phone ringing on the floor. Our character dies, and all we see is blood splatter on the phone on the floor, and that's it. And most of them were in some kind of similar off-camera vein. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give this movie a 2 out of 5, which I hate that because I went in ready to enjoy a fun popcorn horror movie, and I couldn't even do that. However, I was validated by my theater because nobody else was reacting either, and everybody seemed pretty disappointed, like the movie was aggressively average. It wasn't it. And I feel like it could have been. It is based off a book. I don't know much about the book. I'm a little curious to read the book because maybe it just plays better as a book rather than a movie. I'm not sure. Maybe they changed a whole bunch of it. I don't know. If you've read the book though, do let me know how you thought it compared to the movie because I am curious. And let me know what you thought of Tarot if you saw it. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, and you can keep an eye out on my channel for more reviews coming this week. I will be talking about Humane and New Life, as well as posting my Letterboxd recap for the month of April. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you could please like and subscribe, that means the world to me. You can also follow me over on Letterboxd, Instagram, and TikTok, where I post more and I log every single movie that I watch. See you soon.